Everyone in this universe strives to achieve success. Different people will have different ideas of what constitutes a successful life. But one constant is the importance of cash. Affluence doesn't just fall into one's lap, it's earned through long hours of work, self-discipline, and trust in one's own abilities, or a fairy godmother. Therefore, in today's video of sound advice, we'll discuss the various means by which one can self-discipline for the express purpose of ensuring future financial success. Before I get into today's topic, though, I'd appreciate it if you'd give this video a thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, let's get started. Do we want to make a plan as a group of 14? Setting and sticking to attainable goals is the first step in developing self-discipline. Once you've settled on a target, you can start formulating a strategy to get there. In order to succeed, the strategy must be detailed and easy to understand. Your plan can be broken down into stages that highlight your progress. Furthermore, it is essential to have dates established for when certain milestones should be accomplished. Along with setting daily plans and goals, this will help you recognize when you've been dragging out a process and give you insight into how you can speed things up to meet the deadline you set. If you want to get anywhere in life, you need to have a strategy. Establish what it is you hope to achieve in terms of your daily routine. Just jot it down. Which of these homes best represents your ideal home? Which cars do you picture yourself driving? When do you typically feel most relaxed? And how are you planning on using it? Putting your aspirations on paper will serve as a powerful source of inspiration. The best way to stay motivated is to have a clear goal in mind. And on Route 13, keep to the map. The next obvious step is to carry out the plan. It seems a bit pointless to put in the effort to formulate a strategy only to throw it out the window. You can think of your strategy as the roadmap that will get you there. Learning self-control is a primary objective. Any decisions you make need to be carried out in full. In addition, you must complete the task before the deadline. We don't want you to develop a habit of putting things off in the future, so it's important that you don't. Don't give in to justifications. 12. Because of this mysterious reason. It's much simpler to find reasons not to do something than it is to actually do it, and we all do it. Within the next 30 minutes, we will have completed the task. Even now, we attempt to ignore it. But, hey, we're just people. All of us are giving it our all out here. The next time your mind starts to wander, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing. As you count to 10 before returning it to your work, you'll calm down and be reminded of what really matters. Avoiding work and making excuses are two sides of the same coin. But you can win by a margin of 11 points or more. Just face facts. Being overly pessimistic is a common flaw among us. Sure, we're going for maximum efficiency here and trying to get everything done simultaneously. But pace yourself. Trying to accomplish too much in too little time usually results in exhaustion and a feeling of futility. To prevent this from happening, simply carefully consider your objectives and estimate how much time they will take. Also think about when you need things to be done. If you only have 5 hours to get something done, do it to the best of your ability. Sloppily completing 10 tasks. Transform your behavior. Number 10. The ultimate discipline necessary to achieve financial freedom is something many people strive for. Only if you get to take pleasure in it. As a first step, clean the house completely. It will take extra effort on your part, but you should alter pretty much all of your current practices. Everything from your mental processes and worldview to the connections you've formed is affected. Until we recognize the extent to which our past mistakes are preventing us from moving forward, the story will continue along the same lines. Making money is only one part of becoming financially independent. The simple act of waking up late, for example, has a significant negative impact on our productivity and success in all areas of life. Change is unavoidable if you want to realize your goals, so you should get used to it. It's important to push yourself outside of your safe zone. To summarize, do things that make you uncomfortable and get busy, so you can reach your financial goals. 9 is your new normal. Try to make it difficult. Self-discipline toward monetary success can be achieved most quickly through the application of pressure. Adopt the plan and put in the effort necessary to complete the task. Humans, despite being creatures of comfort, have an innate desire to put the concept of being challenged to the test. Despite the fact that it is the very thing that will transform us with each test you pass. Treat it as a stepping stone on the path to the financially secure you. Half the battle is won just by deciding to put in the effort necessary to reach your goal. Hi, I need your help with something. Are you a person who likes to compete? If you have, you probably felt energized and motivated to succeed. That's the mindset you need to have if you want to be financially successful. It'll take you places you never thought possible, and you'll have to deal with absolutely nothing along the way. Do yourself a favor and try shifting your viewpoint in this way. Then, report back to us on the success that is sure to follow. Give yourself a treat after 8. Ivan Pavlov, a physiologist who is trying very hard not to make a dog joke right now, is famous for his philosophy of positive reinforcement. Applying the principle that an individual will engage in a behavior as often as it is rewarded is a great way to keep yourself motivated as you cross items off your to-do list and accomplish your goals. Enjoy a small treat as a token of your achievement. By treating yourself to something you enjoy, whether it be a day at the mall, an evening in front of the television, or even just a square of chocolate, you'll be showing yourself some appreciation for your consistent efforts and hard work. Discover your drive when you know why you're putting in all this effort. You'll be more determined to succeed. Keeping yourself motivated is the greatest superpower there is. If you ask any successful person what keeps them going, they will name something very specific, within a millisecond, illustrating the importance of having a clear picture of your dreams and goals. What keeps them going is this: inspiration will push you forward even if fear is holding you back. As time goes on, you'll become more and more immersed in the new you. The magic number for financial savvy is 6. Although this may seem obvious, it's often overlooked. Learn as much as you can about money and budgeting. The financial success of a world-famous doctor is not something that can be expected instantly, with no warning. In order to stay ahead of the competition, you need to master your craft to the same degree. Learn the ins and outs of money management. In other words, you're not winging it. Keeping your mind active and well-nourished is of paramount importance. A mindset of continuous improvement must be preserved at all costs. Step 5. Create and maintain a realistic financial plan. In order to be financially literate, one must learn to budget. 101. Whether you're an investor looking to save or a saver looking to make a profit, your financial goals are subject to your available resources. If you prefer the tried and true method of keeping track of your finances in a diary, notebook, and calculator, go ahead and do so. Rent, gas, and groceries are the big 3. Since prioritizing and listing out your financial goals was the first thing you did, this will give you a sense of how much money to be going where. A budget will help you plan your spending and give you a clear picture of your financial situation. If you want to be financially successful, you need to create a budget and stick to it. Don't let yourself feel bad, and give guilt the boot. I think people put too much emphasis on the concept of making errors. A group of people are trying to keep us from changing our ways, and if you ask me, that sounds like a conspiracy to me. Humans, by their very nature, are prone to error. The alternative means of education are inadequate. So long as you keep pushing forward despite the boos of the crowd, you'll be just fine. 3. Maintains positive associations. An old adage states that we are the average of the 5 closest friends and acquaintances. To consider this, do you believe you will be happy with your future? Don't beat yourself up for moving on from those who bring you down. Unfortunately, many people don't enjoy seeing those close to them succeed, so even if you find a new group of friends and put in a lot of hard work, it won't matter if you stick with them, if they don't think you'll make it. If this is the case, it's time to find a new set of friends who aren't just interested in the same things you are, but are actively working to improve themselves as well. In order to hone one's skills, the maxim, practice makes perfect, is, without a doubt, the most simplistic and trite piece of guidance I've ever heard. Even after all the times we've heard it, we still don't believe in its power. It was only through hard work and dedication to the game that Cristiano Ronaldo was able to become the best footballer in the world. No matter how many times he failed, it didn't matter. It's important to remember that he continued to show up the next day and give it his all until, finally, he woke up and, upon arriving at practice, realized he could score a goal with his eyes closed. This means that you can still achieve financial success through hard work and discipline. Don't give up hope just yet. You have failed to succeed in the past when you have set financial objectives. You need to go back to your journal and start the whole process of creating a savings goal and a budget from scratch. In addition, make a sincere effort to keep to your budget this time around. Despite the adage, practice makes perfect, Cristiano Ronaldo was able to hone his soccer skills and become the best in the world through repeated effort. Even after all of his failures, he kept coming back to show his worth. Discipline is an art form that needs to be honed. Spending plans, savings plans, investment plans, and so on are just a few examples of the financial habits you should develop. The most crucial. A new and improved body is possible, but only through regular practice of the habits. Suddenly, you'll be the optimistic, resilient person of whom you'd been dreaming. Finally, keep in mind that you're human, which means that you'll make mistakes. Don't be too hard on yourself, but do learn from your blunders and try to improve moving forward. If you make it a habit to pick yourself up when you fall, you'll develop not only discipline, but also the crucial skill of self-reliance. You won't need anyone else's assurance that you can succeed in the pursuit of wealth anymore. You won't feel like giving up even when the sound of other people's encouragement fades. Don't be your own worst enemy because you're the only person who matters in your life. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you found it entertaining and educational. As always, if you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.